Okay guys, hi. So this class here is going to just be a quick core focused workout. We'll be getting some shoulder action in there and a little bit of everything, but the main focus is going to be on our core. So before we even get going, let's just take a moment to talk about how to properly engage the core while we're moving, doing these different postures. So you want to imagine that you're drawing the belly button in and back towards the spine. So it's not just a motion of sucking in and rounding, but really sitting up tall and engaging the core all the way from the lowest part of the core up to the ribs, and making sure that the ribs don't splay out, but that they're really wrapping in as if we're trying to touch the center of our ribs together. Sometimes I like to take my fingers and place them along where my ribs would be and just mimic that motion. So if you imagine that they're opening, ribs are splaying out, or they're really rounding, knitting in, fingertips and ribs coming together, while that belly button all the way down is pulled in, nice and engaged. So that's what we're working to maintain the whole time. Go ahead and start in tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Reach out long through the crown of the head and find that core engagement. Everything rounding in. Press down through the fingertips and puff up slightly between the shoulder blades. We don't want to drop and dump, but we really want to make sure that we're pressing up and engaging that core. So from here, go ahead and just tuck the toes, and we're going to let the knees float up off the floor about an inch or two. Really pull that belly button up, up, up towards the ceiling. Hold here. And slowly lower. Find that engagement again. And then on the exhale, press back up, knees float. Make sure you keep breathing the whole time we're moving. Knees down. And one last time. Press into the floor, exhale, and the knees float up. Exhale to lower the knees back down. Untuck the toes. And we'll start by reaching the right fingertips forward and the left heel backwards. Finding that length and re-engaging the core. Really reach long through the toes and the fingertips. Inhale to find a bit more length, and then exhale, knee to elbow, rounding through the spine. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. One last time, exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend and hold. Now this time we're going to bring the right elbow into the ribs and the left knee to the left elbow. So exhale, contracting in the oblique. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach long. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Last time, exhale. And inhale to reach long and hold. Exhale, lower the hand and the knee back down to the floor. Find your centered posture again. And then go ahead and switch sides. Left fingertips come forward, right heel reaches back. And hold here. Keep the breath going. Inhale, reach a little bit longer, and exhale, start rounding knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times, reach, and round, and reach, round, and then reach long and hold. And we'll start with those side oblique crunches. Exhale, knee to elbow, and elbow to ribs. Inhale to reach long. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach and hold. And exhale to lower the hand and the knee back down. Recenter, tuck the toes, and go ahead and lift the hips up to downward facing dog. Press the heels down, shoulders reaching back. Breathe here. One last breath in. Nice long exhale out. And inhale, let the right heel start to come up towards the ceiling into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back, and let's take that one more time. Knee to nose. Reach back. Twist. Reach back. Obliques. Reach back. And knee to nose and hold here. Now go ahead and just straighten out the right leg and let the hips drop slightly, shoulders come forward so that we come into plank. We'll exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Both feet on the floor. And exhale, hips up and back to down dog. Hold here. One last breath here, in and out. And inhale the left heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Left knee to right elbow. Reach. Oblique contraction. Left knee to left elbow. Reach. Knee to nose. Up and back. And we'll take that one more time. Knee to nose. Back. Twist. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, contraction. Inhale, up and back. And last time, knee to nose and hold. Straighten out the left leg. Shift the weight over into plank. Exhale to chaturanga. And upward facing dog, both feet on the floor. Exhale, hips up. Downward facing dog and hold here. Go ahead and slowly lower to dolphin. Forearms come down to the floor. Fingertips reaching forward. And walk the toes in slightly, drawing the core in, pressing down through the forearms. And maybe the left toes come up in the air. Exhale to lower. Switching sides, right toes come up. Keep pressing up through the shoulders. Exhale, lower the toes. Hold here. And on the exhale, bring the knees down to the mat and move to child's pose for a few breaths. Use your breath to help slow down your body, to help reset. One last breath here, in and out. Inhale the chest back up. We're making our way to plank. Moving into one of my favorite exercises, I like to call it plank walks. So the right toes come up off the floor. Then take that oblique contraction, right elbow or right knee to right shoulder, and then place the right foot down by the right hand in a low runner's lunge. Hold for a breath, and then we'll reverse the movement. So we press into the hands, puff up between the shoulder blades, and then release the right foot, hold for a moment, straighten it out, and place it back down. Moving to the left, toes come up, knee to shoulder, plant the foot, hold, and reverse. Toes up, reach out, and down, and switch sides. Up, knee to shoulder, foot down, foot up, back, down. Keep going with that, alternating sides. Toes up, knee to shoulder, foot down. One more time. Stopping whenever you get back to plank, and we'll hold here. And exhale, hips back and up to downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Walk the toes forward, coming to a nice gentle forward fold at the top of the mat. Let the head release down. Nice deep breaths. Working to straighten the legs a bit more. And then slowly bend the knees and place the hands on the floor. Start to come up onto the toes and bend the knees more and more, sitting down into a toe balance. Hips on the heels. Maybe the hands come up to heart center and hold here. Sit tall, shoulder blades draw away from the ears. One last breath in. And on the exhale, release the hands down to the mat and sit back onto your butt. Good. Feet out in front of you, making our way into boat. Fingertips will reach long as we lean back, keeping a nice long spine. And then maybe you stay right here. The hands can come behind the thighs. Maybe the toes float up off the floor and the fingers reach long. From here, go ahead and lower the right toes towards the floor and tap. And then bring it back up. Left toes down and up, and just alternate tapping. Focusing on maintaining that nice long spine. Keeping the breath going. We'll take 4 more. 4, 3, 1, and come back up and hold. Inhale, fingertips up overhead. Cross the heels and exhale. Sit up. Reach tall. Nice cross-legged seat, reaching up. And on the exhale, slowly start to lower the fingertips back down. Back comes back, feet come up, back into boat. Holding here. This time alternating, straightening out legs. So right leg straightens and comes back in. Left leg straightens and back in. Right. Left. Keep going here. last 2, reach, reach. Hold for a moment. Inhale the fingertips up, cross the heels. Exhale to sit down and reach up tall. Now adding a bit of flexibility to that, we'll lower the arms down again. This time straighten the feet out in front of you, heels reaching long. Option to bend the right knee into the chest and let the left toes come up. And we can hold here, or if you'd like, working to bring the hands to the bottom of the foot, straightening out the right leg, sitting up tall, keeping the left toes floating off the floor. And we'll hold here. Working on bringing the thigh closer to the chest. Left toes stay up. And exhale, left heel down, and slowly let the right heel come down as well. And we'll switch sides. Left knee into the chest, right toes come up off the floor. An option to work to straighten out that left leg. Keeping the right toes up, drawing the leg in closer to the chest, and hold. And exhale, let the right heel come down and slowly lower the left to meet it. One last time, walk the feet in a bit, coming to boat. Option to stay here with the knees bent, or maybe working to take the hands to the bottom of the feet. Squeeze the knees together and straighten out. Work for that long spine. And slowly we release back down through boat. Feet come down and we roll down to our backs. Moving slowly. Landing on the back, and we'll take a few bridge rolls just to reset the spine really quickly. So heels are about a hand distance away from the glutes. Press the feet into the floor, squeeze the knees together, and then slowly start to roll the hips up off the ground, pressing them up towards the ceiling. And exhale to roll back down. Moving slowly through the spine, drawing the belly button back and down. And again, slowly roll up. Really work to find control through the spine. Slowly peeling it up off the floor as the hips press forward. Roll down. And we'll take one last roll. Core draws in. Peel the hips up. Exhale, roll back down. Good. Draw both knees into the chest. Let the forehead peel up off the floor. And then exhale, extend the legs out long. Fingertips reach long. Let the heels float off the ground. And then slowly release everything into the floor. Take a nice deep breath here. And there is your quick core and shoulder blast workout. Thanks for joining me today.